What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Majai Vernon, aka Mr. Money Man, aka I do real estate, aka I'm an entrepreneur. Coming to you, man, live and direct, giving you the news, the blues, and the clues, man, to get your money right, get your life right, and ultimately uh, change the change the mindset and get your life on track, man. Get your life going, man. So how we do that talking about real estate. We do that talking about business, entrepreneurship, and we do that talking about credit, man. Three major components to any successful endeavor, no matter how you look at it. The companies that technology and medical and biochemical and you know might not indirectly be related to real estate, uh, but real estate is definitely involved in it. McDonald's. Not only do you get a product, but it's also a real estate company. So, uh, but then one thing about it, when you go back to the beginning of all of these companies and firms and establishments, a couple of different things that was at the forefront. The person either bootstrapping and pulling their way, you know, from the ground up, which involved some form of credit, whether that was goods or service, bartering systems, and just, for most, it was putting your nuts on the line, man. Your word is a bond, uh, and ultimately opened the door and paved the way for a lot of these companies to strive and be successful. So, but then, the founding members were true entrepreneurs at heart. So when I say, we talking real estate, we talking entrepreneurship, businesses, and we talking credit. These are the major components, man. So, uh, one thing I want to tell everybody who might catch wind of this video is, like, look, man, you got to start somewhere. You know, you got to start somewhere, and if you take, everybody can't just jump out there and have all three of these going at the same time. So you take one that is more suitable for your situation, and you start building on it. Um, so everybody's situation is different. You might be somebody who have resources. You already have credit established. So, for you, you're looking at it as a different path than the next person. You might can go in and look at it from being a good business person and you having the resources to where you can partner up and do joint venture type of opportunities to where you just back the ideals of those who have them. Uh, everything makes sense. A person just might be lacking one of those three components, and you can be the person to facilitate putting it together with the experience you have. You don't have to be uh, equipped with the ideas, but you're a good business savvy person. You got relationships, and you also have some credit history established. So your route might be a little bit different. Now, for the person who's, you might say, okay, well, look, I want to get started in real estate. Well, it's a couple different methods in that aspect. If I don't have the money, you got a thing called no money down wholesaling techniques. I've done many of those. So that takes a bit of education as far as, how to facilitate and put together these transactions. But that will ultimately take you on a path of putting together some deals, putting together some savings, and then you going out and starting your own business. So that's also possible. You don't have to you don't necessarily need the funding or the credit in order to get started in that venture. You know, uh, so it's a education that the knowledge and the application of the knowledge is what gets that started. So real estate. You know, uh, and for the person that has credit and has real estate venture, Well, you might be in a position where you might want to go out and buy some businesses or something like that. Kind of going back to the JV strategy, or just pretty much outright buying businesses. So, um, it's something out here for everybody, man. At the end of the day, you take your situation from where you at, you know, what you're doing, and where you want to go, and you know, you gotta self-assess. Once you self-assess, it's a lot easier to understand how to move forward. You're not gonna have all the answers, you know, but once you look in the mirror, man, and you tell yourself, this is where I'm at. I understand that it's gonna require some work. I understand that it's gonna require some effort, you know, then you can begin the universe will open up, you know, when you make these type of real life decisions. When they say you get tired of being sick and tired, you know, you got to do that. In order to, and when you get to that point, is you've made that recollection. You know, you've looked yourself in the mirror, and you've got tired of seeing what you see in the soul. So when you do that, then you can start formulating the plan. If you want your plan to be sustainable, because a lot of things that take place, people, don't assess the situation, and they get out here, and then, you know, you might get lucky, and then you fall on your face. Why? Because you wasn't true to what was really going on, your real situation. How many hours can I really say I can put into it? You might have a 9 to 5. You might have kids at home. You might be in a situation where you don't have no house, or so realistically, what are some of the things that you can do from the position that you're at now? And once you do that, I think that's the first step in uh, determining where your life can go from where you're at. So that's a couple different things, man. When we talk about real estate, we talk about business, we talk about credit, we talk about entrepreneurship. And just try to give you some applicable things to do uh, to help along the way, man. So, uh, we got to kind of like some business consulting that we can do. If you're looking to get your business started, get it off the ground, some of the things that you need to do. You're trying to get some trade lines, some things like that. Can guide you in that aspect. When it comes to real estate, we can chop it up. We could talk about, give you a consultation on, how to get started in real estate from where you're at. But understand, time is very, very important. So, uh, you know, these things you must already have made up in your mind, like, I'm tired of being sick and tired. And when you do that, you can ultimately, at the end of the day, figure out, what's my reason? What's my reason? What's the reason we do what we do? And when you do that, man, you're on that path. You're on that path to greatness. So start there, man. Start there, assess yourself, and then when you're ready to come get this knowledge, man, tap in. Whoever finds the video, man, look, like I say, this is a entrepreneur channel, man. That's all we talk. You know, uh, and I look to help whoever is looking for the assistant. Tap in, click the link, subscribe, man. Ain't none of that funny shit. Hey, man, yeah, you definitely want to grow and things like that, but look, man, I just look to keep it real, keep it 100, keep it a buck with you. Give you some knowledge and some information, man, that maybe you done seen, maybe you haven't seen. But I know at the end of the day, everybody's out to sell something. Get this while it's free. Because like I say, time is very valuable. When you're out here, you flipping houses, you starting businesses, you starting different things. You tapping into to the community, man. You trying to build a community of those who want to be go-getters, man. You kind of just gravitate to those that are meaningful in their actions. So if that's you, Check down in the description, man. It's an email there where you can put your information in. You can request a 15-minute consultation, man. You know, if you're looking to get started in real estate, go there, man. Subscribe to the channel, because, you know, if you go back and look, man, I've been talking about stuff that people hadn't, you know, just now talking about. You know, so real estate wholesaling, done it, been doing it. Flipping houses, been doing it. Owner finance, been doing it. Subject tools, been doing it. You know, documented, undocumented, don't matter. Uh, Nevertheless, man, you know, out here, give back. You know, hopefully you subscribe, click the link, you know, put your information in the link. You know, if you need systems, man, to make it easy for you, got that in the link. You know, and when you want to get your credit right, man, come holler at me. It's your boy, Majava, Mr. Money Man, a.k.a. I do real estate, a.k.a. I'm an entrepreneur, giving you the news, the blues, and the clues, man, to get your money right. Like we always like to say, man, it's no longer about the why. It's about what's the reason. What's the reason we do what we do. Ultimately, to change the mindset, change the narrative in the household. You know, ultimately to uplift, inspire, man, change that paradigm. You know, give the next generation something that they be happy, you know, and thankful for. You know, ultimately at the end of the day, man, to leave a legacy that, you know, you be proud of, change the dynamics of the generations to come, and man, build that ultimate dynasty. You know, so tap in, salute, man. I see y'all at the next one. Peace out.